Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new release day here on the channel, week in and week out. That's what Wednesdays are all about here. Today, we've got the brand new release on Frontiers Records, the 7th album from this American band. It's actually called number 7, Winger. There we go. There are the guys in the band, looking a little older, probably a little wiser, right? Still rocking. Let's take a look at this bad boy before we start talking about who's still in the band and whatnot. Got all the lyrics in the booklet. Information on who plays what. There's your VIP guest pass for those of you that want to try and use that to get into a Winger show, right? So again, this is the 7th album. Almost a decade since the last one, right? 2014, Better Days Coming, right? They only have 7 albums. Karma and Pull are kind of hard acts to follow. That's their 3rd and 5th album. But really, there's no stinker albums in this catalog. And for those of you who think that, you think of Winger and all you can think of is the song 17 back off their debut album in 1988. And, the hair metal days and whatnot. You know what? Winger were always much, much more than that. I'd argue that after that debut album, which still has some fine stuff on it. I mean, In the Heart of the Young, great material on there. Pull is a terrific album from 93. 4th album is good. Karma from 2009. That arguably could be their best album for me. It's quite heavy, quite dark. That or Pull, both amazing. Better Days Coming was the last one in 2015. Now you got 7 coming in 2023. In the band, as always, pretty much a constant lineup for quite a long time. Kip Winger, of course, on lead vocals and bass and acoustic guitar. Reb Beach, lead and rhythm guitars, backing vocals. Reb also pulls in double duty with Whitesnake. I think technically one of the reasons why this band hasn't been that active is because Reb has been so busy with Whitesnake over the years. Rod Morgenstein, drums and percussion, backing vocals. Of course, also a member of the Dixie Dregs. Paul Taylor, keyboards, rhythm and lead guitars, backing vocals. John Roth, rhythm, lead guitars, backing vocals. Right, he's been also been a member of the band for quite a long time. So really, when you look at it, these guys at any given time on the road got 3 guitar players up there. Pretty crazy, right, to think Winger is like a 3-guitar band. So, all sorts of tracks on here. I believe there's, about a dozen or so songs, and a mix of heavy rockers and some ballads, right? Produced by Kip Winger here. I will say the one thing that's striking me a little bit weird about this album, I think the songwriting is really good. The songs are excellent. There's lots of variety on it. I'm not 100% sure if I'm digging the production much. To me, it sounds like there's a little bit too much mid-range. I would have liked the guitars to be a little clearer in the mix. The guitars, to me, the rhythm guitars sound slightly on the muddy side. It's not off-putting. It's just every time I'm listening to this album, and I've listened to it a bunch of times already, I'm kind of thinking I want to hear those guitars bigger and brighter in the mix. And they're really not. But the riffs are cool. The soloing is amazing, as always. I think, all 3 of them played a little bit of leads, but of course, you can hear Reb when he's playing. He's like the main guy. But you got some good rockers on here. Proud Desperado kicks things off. That's really catchy, up-tempo rocker. Heaven's Falling is a good song. Tears of Blood is a good, heavy one. Like I said, there's a mix of heavy stuff, more anthemic, like arena rockers. Then there's some ballads. The ballads are really well done, actually. Resurrect Me. Voodoo Fire is lots of fun. Broken Glass is like the first real ballad on the album. I don't even know if you call it a ballad, but it's like this kind of mellow, moody rocker. Great chorus, great melodies on it. Kip sounds really good on there. I really like Broken Glass a lot. You know me, I don't normally gravitate towards the mellower tracks, but that's really, really well done. It's Okay is really catchy. Stick the Knife In and Twist is another of the big, fast, snarling, heavy rockers on the album. I like that a lot. One of my favorite songs on here. One Light to Burn, also excellent, really good rocker. Do or Die, that's a little mellower. Then you got Time Bomb. That's pretty rocking as well. And then It All Comes Back Around, which has got great melodies. It's kind of soft, but it still, rocks a bit. It's kind of moody. There's a lot of moody stuff on this album. This isn't the bright and cheery band from their debut album. Or, I mean, if you've listened to them throughout their career, they have really given us a lot of diversity, and there's lots of it on here. Good crunchy rockers, loads of guitars, right? Again, my little issue with the production of the guitars notwithstanding, I think there's really cool riffs and plenty of great solos on here. Kip sounds really good still on the vocals, and it's just a tight band. The drumming is great, as always. Rod Morgenstein, always such a great, great player. And I really like this a lot. I think, most importantly, the songs are really memorable. It's a fairly longish album. It's about 55 minutes long, so it's just under an hour. So there's a lot of material on here, but I really dig it a lot. Let's see, show you the guys once again. All right, there they are. All right. So yeah, I really dig this. This is really good, really strong. An excellent latter period release from Winger. I'm going to give this... It's really solid. Like I said, is this going to challenge Pull or Karma for me? Not quite. I really like those a lot. But I think this is a really, really solid 3.5 out of 5. Might even go higher for that. It's bordering 4 for me. It's really hard sometimes, because I always think of a 4-star record and above as out of 5 as really, really great stuff. 3.5 to me is very solid. I don't normally do 3.75s and all that kind of stuff. This to me, though, is like really, really solid, but I think over time I might even like it more, because I do like it a lot already. So I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 today. However, this might eventually be a 4 out of 5, because I think it's really strong. And like I said, I'm enjoying this more than Better Days Come, and I like it more than 4. As far as like comparing it to the first 2 albums, I mean, those are kind of really different. But I think out of all the albums that have been released since Pull, including Pull from '93, I think this is probably my 3rd favorite out of all of them. Pull and Karma I really, really like a lot. But this comes right after. And again, it's brand new, so it's got to have time to grow on maybe even more. So yeah, so I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 today. But I think this will be a 4 before long. All right, so that's what I'm giving it. If you've heard this album already, let us know what you think in the comments below. If all you know of Winger is Beavis and Butthead making fun of him in the song 17 or whatever, do me a favor, just go listen to this first, all right? Because before you just start saying, they suck back in the late 80s, whatever. No, this is a really, really good, serious band. They're not this kind of hair metal band who does all this kind of poisony type stuff. Not at all. Great musicianship. Like I said, you got 3 guitar players on here, a lot of great stuff. The vocals are excellent. Memorable songs. That's what you want, right? So, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also got the links down below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. You might get another one today. You never know. So I'm feeling inspired. There's so much new music I got to digest and bring to you guys. So it's quite possible you might see something else today. But we'll see. If not, next week. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. Bye-bye.